Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe. And today in this video I have created two beautiful DIY. They both are from the dollar store. So let's learn how I have created them. So for building the fairy garden you will need certain things, and you can see I will put the link down in the description. What are these? You have to imagine what you want to buy and what you want to use. So just buy everything whatever you. So first I clean the pot from inside and outside, and then I put the soil, and I realized the soil was less, so I had to put more soil from the other side of my garden which was left, and then I mixed both the soils together because the oxygen should be penetrate from the soil. That's what I know. So I also bought these small tool from the Dollarama, and these flowers, they were from the Home Depot garden section. I bought it from there, and then I start putting it together. So at one side of my pot I put all the flowers, and the other side I left for my fairy garden portion, because I don't want to mix the water. When I do the watering, there should not be any disturbance. So you can see I did it. So I'm very good at killing plants, so I hope I didn't kill it, and no, I didn't kill it. So then I put this hanging rod, I think it's a planter stander, whatever it is. So I put it in between of it, but it was not the fixed. So after that I had to put some stones in it. So once you are done with the flowers, then start putting or arranging the things you want. So I put this house, a small house, which I bought either from the Dollar Tree or the Dollarama. These stones, don't buy it. I bought it from them, I think from the Dollar Tree, and they are so cheap. So I just changed it in the end. You can see I changed them with the green mousse which I bought after that. So I made these, I put these small skewers. I think they were from the Dollar Tree also, and I put them, and I wanted to make a sort of fence, and later on I just changed it because I didn't like it in the end. So I changed these two parts in the end, and I put this, I made this small sort of entrance gate, and then I start putting these small white stone that you can easily find, either they are on the Dollar Tree or the Dollarama, or whichever dollar store you have nearby. So you can see I'm just putting it, and then I had some white sort of stones with me, so I put them on the side because I wanted to give it a sort of rocky sort of look, you know, the one you have on the rock side. And for that planter I had to put the stones to make it fixed, otherwise it was moving. And then I put this water can, and I pass through these small fairy light from it. So it just like instead of water, the fairy lights, they are dripping from the can, and when in the night if you open it, it looks so amazing. It looks so good. I had something which you have to put the battery on, but I have also seen there are some fairy lights which run from the solar power, so I think that's a good idea. And I also put on the other side, I put this small house which for the birds. So I just put it. So once I'm done, you can see the result, the one which I have also shown, the one which I originally made, and the other which I just did some changes. And you can see I changed those little sticks with this popsicle, which were like the colored one, and with the mousse, and it looks better. Let me know your thoughts about this DIY fairy garden. For the other DIY, you need 5x7 picture frame. Then you would need some stencils. I bought these, I think, from the Dollarama. So you can buy whatever stencils you want. And then you would need the foam board. I didn't find the canvas paper, so I bought the foam board, and I cut according to the picture frame size. You can see I did already this part behind the camera. And then you would need some colors, some brushes, water, and this white shade is from the dollar store, and I will not recommend using it because it does not have any pigments. You would need the yellow ochre color and the dark blue, the color that I need. I had to do it. So first I painted all over with. I also kept a small piece of foam board with applying the white paint, so the color that I want to apply I can see. So first I arrange all the stencils in the way that I want. So I really wanted you know, then the side I want these corners, and then I want in the middle. So I started applying it. It's very easy. They are stick-on, so you have to just take out the, you know, back side of the stencil, and then you have to put it. So carefully I put it first that in what matter I want. In the middle I want a big sort of flower, you know, flower net I want. So I just did it. You can do whatever you want. It's just technique that I'm sharing. Then I took the dark blue color and the yellow ochre. First I add the dark blue color, then I add a little bit of yellow ochre to get the color, the exact color that I want, and I test it on this small foam board. In this way I know how it will look, what color I want. So till I get the exact color that I want, I started applying it on my stencils. The mistake I did, I used water for it. I will not suggest to use water. I will suggest to use the exact color, the thicker one on the stencil, so it will not sweep out. You will know, you will see what I mean when I'm saying it. Because in the end, when I just peel off, I saw the color was swept out because of the water that I added, and I had to clean it with the white paint. It was the additional work that I don't want to do, but I had to do. So if you really don't want, you want a clean stencil portion, you just don't need any water, just don't dilute it. Then I put this this sticker, the stencil in between, and now I use the pure yellow ochre color in between. Then I added a little bit blue, dark blue in the end, and then I merge it because I wanted to look it like from the yellow ochre to the different sort of color. It should be in between of blue and yellow ochre, and this is the exact color that I did. Then I needed this small brush to clean up the edges and everything in between the stencils portion, and you are seeing that I'm doing it. The reason I don't recommend Dollar Tree white paint, it's because it's not pigmented, so it will not cover if there's some other color, so I had to paint it again and again, or in a thicker portion. So once I have the color was dried, I just took out the stencil, and you can see it's somewhat it's clean, but where I just added a little bit water, it just get messy, and I had to clean it with the white brush. And then I put it in the frame, and you can see it's on my washroom wall. So tell me in the comments below what's your opinion about this DIY. I had created this. Bye bye.